escapes, especially from bottom. Being a smaller practitioner, I tend to spend a lot of time in this position, but I hate staying there for very long. So if I could use you, Marie, please. We're going to start with just the basic bottom to side control. She gets an underhook, shoulder justice, head control. I'm stuck here, I'm flat on my back. I hate it. I hate life right now. So what am I going to do? Okay? A lot of times we're taught to try to swim our hand inside here, but I'm having trouble. She has a tight grip, she's pressuring. Oh my God, it's getting harder and harder to breathe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my frame here. And to do that, I need to make a little bit of a space. So I'm just going to kind of hip escape this way. Not too exaggerated. I don't need to do a big bridge because she's just going to come down on me harder. It's just subtle movements. Can everyone see that? How I'm just shifting my hip a little bit more? Now I have the space to slide my hand in. I'm using my forearm. And I'm not just going to put my hand on her hip bone because she can just sometimes break her hip. Exactly. Nasty wrist lock there, right? So I'm going to find my hand a little bit lower on her hip bone. So when she breaks her hip, my hand goes flat to the mat and it doesn't hurt my wrist. But ideally, I'm just going to hip escape, frame here, hug her back. Okay, now I have the space, okay, to get my knee in. One more time. She's tight. Can't get in here. Hugging her back. Hip escape just a little bit. Slide my hand in and post. Get my shield in here. Okay? Now I can push away. Bring this top leg in. Find her arm here. So hip escape. Hip. Shield here. Okay? I forgot one important thing. My free hand now can circle inside. Okay? But instead of going underneath, we prefer to come over top of the head. Boom. Pressuring here with my shin over top of the head. Frame. And now I'm going to extend my arms. I was perpendicular. Now I'm trying to become more parallel. So now my knee shield can come up top here in your arm. Alright. If she's in here, if she's too tight here with her hip in my armpit and I'm having trouble getting my arm in, that's the time when I'm going to bridge them this way and get a reaction, right? So if she's too tight here, she's really leaning into me, that's when we lock our hands and try to take them that way. And usually they're not going to go. When we come back, now I have the space to do my hip escape and drop my elbow in here, right? Get my hand in the hip, frame with my knee. Now, what I'm doing here with my shin is my knee is down and my foot's up. It's not like flat across here on the horizontal plane. Its knee is down on the mat to my elbow, okay? So my frame here, it's knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. So when I push, I'm on my side now. My foot on the mat out here is working to help my hips move. But I'm keeping the same shape. So when my hand comes in for the second frame, okay? And then my leg comes up through the middle. It's not coming over top. It's not staying out here. It's coming through the middle into her chest and opening. So now I'm parallel with her again. So in the air here. So in the air, when she's on top of me and I can't get my elbow in, lock my hands to do a bridge, come back. I can do that hip escape and drop my elbow, okay? And when this leg comes in, it's not coming in on a horizontal plane. My knee's down and finding my elbow, and my shin's up here. I'm almost like hooking her far hip, okay? So when I push, come over top here, come down the middle with this leg. It's almost making like a diamond shape with my two legs and arms. So now I can square up and recover guard. So try that a little bit. She's tight here. You want to hip escape, she's following me. Bridge, come back. Okay? Knee down, foot up here, and extend your arms. Extend your arms to the fullest. Straight in here with your leg. Gives all the space for that second leg to come in. And now it's nice for like a lasso guard. It's nice to sit up into an underhook. Okay? Square up and recover guard. But now you have the space to move again and play whatever guard you want. The idea is you're out of a bad spot here. Boom. Cool. One more time this way. Any questions? All right, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Okay. Excellent. So, this position, the similar frames will work just as well, okay? So what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to try to take her this way. Can't do it. Come back. Okay? Hand's going to come in front of her face, pushing so I can drop her elbow. Bring my knee in, okay? And if she doesn't move, which she will.
Well, my brain says move.
Okay? Just keep coming. You can come over for an arm bar, but usually they'll keep following you, and you can recover guard. So boom, she's really tight up here, has her underhook. She's high in my armpit. What I'm gonna do is bridge, come back, walk my hips away so I can find my elbow to the mat here. Find my knee, frame on her hip. I'm on my side, extending, extending. Remember to bring that free leg up to the middle and frame right in their shoulder here. Elbow to the mat, bring my knee in, extend, pushing on the shoulders. Free leg comes up through the middle, right in the biceps. And we're out. Escape, elbow down, knee in, over top of the head. Frame and extend. I'm parallel again. Free leg up in the bicep. And we're out. Any questions? Concerns? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. We're walking our hips away, but we're having trouble getting our elbow in, right? You can bring a little more pressure. It's okay. Right, yeah. I get stuck here all the time with the big guy in the room. Okay? So I want to make sure I'm walking my hips in to connect my hips. Okay? Maybe a little bit of bridge here, but I want to connect here. So now when I turn them, I can drop my elbow down. Everyone see that? So we're having trouble. We walk away, we get here and bring our elbow down because I'm still flat. So I'm walking my hips back in, so I'm connecting my hip to his hip. So the more he climbs up and gets tighter, I'm getting my hip connected. So now I can drop my elbow. Everyone see that? So when I do my hip escape, I'm on my side, and I can bring my knee in. Frame, straight. One more time. Okay, so he's climbing here. I'm having trouble. The more I escape my hips, I can't drop my elbows. So I'm going to walk my hips in and connect. Even bridge a little bit. So now I can turn my hip, and that's when I drop my elbow here. Okay? Bring my knee in, make my elbow to knee frame. Again, my foot's up, my knee's down on the mat. Same thing from the last move. Now I circle my hand in over top leg. And I'm out. Does that help everyone? Does it make sense? All right, let's try it a little more. 1, 2, 3. Need to get this over now. Right. So very similar, but this time it's Keiso Katami. She has the headlock. I think some of you actually started out with this. It's the same principle, okay, of walking your hips in to connect and dropping your elbow here. But this time I have her hip. So when I bring in my knee here and make the frame, I can probably sneak out and grab her back if she doesn't move. But if she keeps coming into me, boom, hand still comes over top here. Oh, this time she didn't move again. But if she just keeps moving to come into me. That's the headlock. Walking my hips in. Escaping my elbow. Framing right across. Open the knee. But it's the same principle. Okay? This time, she has my back though. And we fall to our least favorite side, the choking side. Okay? A similar principle where I'm going to get my elbow in here. So I'm going to put my hips, and drop this elbow inside. Okay? Now I can frame and keep turning in and wind up on top. We end up to our unfavorable side of the choking arm, okay? I'm just going to turn my hips, so I'm laying flat on her thigh here, and digging my elbow inside across her hips. So now I can push, and circle. We can circle and escape out, but we might end up getting mounted. So that's why I prefer to circle and face them and be on top. Stuck on the choking side here. She's tight. She's got a good seatbelt. Hooks are tight. So I'm just going to rotate my hips here. So now I can dig my elbow and frame and keep turning, and between bodies. Can you try it? Any questions? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. I would fall to this side, right? The open side, the side that he has the underhook on. And same thing with my legs, and walk my way out. He's pointing the way out with that choking hand, right? And then I can back up. As much as he wants to hold on to that grip, I'm out, right? It's a lot easier. So that's why we're reviewing this choking side here, okay? So I rotate my hip, so I can dig my elbow in. But we can't always dig our elbow in from here, right? Or if we do, we want to come up right away because he's just going to follow me and mount me, and then I'm still in a crappy position. So he's got the choking side. All right. I'm going to baseball bat grip on his wrist here, on the choking arm, and straighten it. So as I rotate my hips, I'm going to pass it to the other side. Frame, as I come up. Choking side, we fall. Again, I flatten my hips. I can't get my elbow in, so I'm going to find his wrist, both 2 on 1, and straighten it, and pass it around my head. Frame, come up. Walk. Please go back. Cross and frame on the hip here. Frame. Come up in the guard. Cool? All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. One detail on coming up out of this I'd like to share with the group. So he's got a choke on. Oh, he's using collar grips too. All right. So flatten, space ball back grip, come around, when we start to come up here, yes, I like to frame the hip escape, but I'm also looking for this underhook here, so he can't try to take my back. And I end up coming up on top. I don't want him to try to take my back again. So here, baseball bat, rotating my hip so I'm heavy on his leg here. He's trying to pummel, right? I'm gonna pummel back. I get my underhook, so now he can't come up on top or take my back again. My hips, 2-on-1, pass it, I'm framing, yes, he's looking for that to try to come up on top or take my back. Right away I pummel for the underhook and come up. Notice what my legs are doing too, so I can switch my hips. Okay? Boom, boom. As I pummel, I'm digging my toes in, so now I can turn my hips. My hips are off the mat here. If I stay flat, no bueno. I have to have active toes so my hips can move. So when I come up, I'm pushing into them. Now I can put my knees on the mat and keep framing. Any questions on that? All right, let's finish with that. Person who is taking the back, try to keep the back or fight for mount. Person on bottom doing the escape, look for that underhook so you can finish coming up on top and stay there. Got it, guys? Ladies? All right, I'll be around if you have a question. 1, 2, 3.